Guys, let me move to the general report now. Let me show that, how these guys have destroyed our country. This is the report. This is the report. Let me put it on the screen here. I'm going to take you guys to, one of our brother did a proper analysis, which I'd rather use, but it gives a breakdown of all the amount of stealing, the money we will call, the revenue, the money will disappear, all of that, which is right here, some of these, the billions and billions and billions. But I'm going to go to our brother's page right here. This is brother Ibrahim Sorikroma. I'm just going to use his analysis for the purposes of this live. Audit Sierra Leone report 2021 takeaways: the criminality involving 1.9 trillion leones stolen. So 2021, the report say, and again, don't forget, right? The Auditor General who we have right now, Aziz, is not qualified for even perform the function that he's performing right now. For almost 2 years now, this man is not even been, Parliament did not even ratify this man and approve this man. Lara Taylor Pierce is still a bona fide and legitimate Auditor General.
Mrs. Lara Taylor Pierce enjoys widespread support for her professionalism. The local association of auditors has asked its members not to accept the job if it's offered to any of them. And now the International Organization of Supreme Audit Institutions, also known as INTOSAI, has come out in support of her. Einar Gorison heads INTOSAI's development initiative. So who signed the letter, and what do they want the government of Sierra Leone to do?
The letter is co-signed by 3 parties: Secretary General of the International Organization of Supreme Audit Institutions, by myself as the head of the INTOSAI Development Initiative, and by the senior executive officer of the African Organization of Supreme Audit Institutions. The background for the letter is, of course, the untimely suspension of the Auditor General and Deputy Auditor General of Sierra Leone, something that we take extremely seriously, as independent government auditing and oversight is a cornerstone of democracy and adherence to the rule of law. And we believe strongly that the recent developments appear both opportunistic and politically motivated, throwing this into jeopardy, given the fact that this is happening just before the launch of the 2020 audit report.
And what do you want the government of Sierra Leone to do?
Well, we are asking for them to reinstate both the Auditor General and the Deputy Auditor General immediately. And we are also rallying behind the calls from both the national and international civil society organizations, academia, professional accountancy organizations, and citizens who have called for the same. We also hope that development partners and donors in Sierra Leone will rally behind this.
Well, the government of Sierra Leone has instituted a panel to investigate Ms. Lara Taylor Pierce. Shouldn't you be waiting to hear what that particular panel finds first?
Well, she was suspended before the panel was actually established. And none of the reasons that have come forth so far in terms of her misconduct and performance indicates that it is any gross misconduct of her duty, which is what is basically there for her sacking in the Constitution.
But the government is investigating a civil servant. It has the right to do that, surely? Or are you implying, or by your action, saying that the government of Sierra Leone has no basis upon which to be suspicious of anything that Ms. Lara Taylor Pierce may have done?
Obviously, the government has the right to investigate its civil servants. At the same time, for a Supreme Audit Institution like the Audit Office of Sierra Leone to be independent, the Auditor General needs to have immunity in the discharge of her duties. And we have principles guarding best practices for independent Supreme Audit institutions. And as I said, we have not seen anything in the arguments that have been put forward suggesting gross misconduct. So we would also like the government to actually come out in the open with the reasons and the rationale behind this.
And are you suspicious of the government in this regard? Do you think that they have no reason or no basis?
Well, having known Lara and her high standing and her track record, I'm in no doubt that she is a person of incredible integrity and courage. We've seen her over many years challenging the government through her investigations and audit reports. And as I said, the timing of this, just ahead of the release of the 2020 audit report, where also stories that have been in the media of Sierra Leone suggest that there is corruption and mismanagement, is highly opportunistic and suspicious.
You've made a very strong call here. Why are you taking it so seriously as the International Organization of Supreme Audit Institutions?
We are unfortunately seeing around the world that democratic backsliding is happening in a lot of countries, and that the audit offices and independent oversight is being challenged increasingly. So for us, it's extremely important to fight for the principles of independent oversight and be very clear on what we expect in terms of that. And for us, what is happening now in Sierra Leone, as I said, is extremely concerning.
So what are the implications for Sierra Leone if the government refuses to budge?
Well, if the Auditor General is ultimately fired, I think it sends a very strong signal that in Sierra Leone, independent oversight is not welcomed. And also, reporting from the media of Sierra Leone, it's very clear to us that the audit service basically stands out as one of the few organizations that still have been managed to remain independent and provide independent oversight during these years. So I think it would send a very, very strong and bad signal.
That's Ena Gorison from the International Organization of Supreme Audit Institutions. And we approached the government of Sierra Leone for a response, and a spokesperson told us, said they'd rather wait for the official investigation to conclude before responding.
The head of Sierra Leone's delegate.
I want you guys to think about that. Well, that is why I'm showing you this, because I want you guys to see this. 1.9 trillion, which is $200 million. Nine disappear. That the money we just thief. $200 million. Think about everything we can do with $200 million. The education budget alone, which is 22%, is $100 million a year. Of course, teachers are not getting paid. But $200 million and disappear. Ying, quiet. Sierra Leoneans, think about our healthcare. Think about, our road network, right? Think about the sufferings of our people. Think about the rise of prices of basic commodities, goods and services every day in the country. Think about the hike in fuel, the shortage of fuel. Think about the price of rice, the price of cement, all of these. Think about all of that. But $200 million loss. $200 million disappear. Then we continue. 1.9 trillion unapproved expenditure. Women say they spend over $130 million on unapproved expenditure. $130 million. So the first one, now $200 million. Disappear. It lost. Added to that, another 1.3 trillion with $130 million dandy. Disappear back on expenditure. Plus, on top of that back, 58 billion. That's about 5-point-something million unallocated head of expenditure exceeding budget amount. 76 billion, that back about $7.6 million. Illegal payments without proof. Payment they will not get proof of what they pay for. They just say they pay. What did they pay? $7.6 million. Then 42.3 billion not traced in Asikuda. 42 billion. Cashbox will tell me say we can multiply this by about by 5. That's what he was telling me. Say by 5, so that back the order over 200 million because these are taxable. Money we forgot through now the tax revenue. Don't forget we the name for budget for. These are the things we're saying. And then we brother move further. Isenaya 41.13 billion. That's 4-point-something million dollar. Civil aviation cash not confirmed. So inside the airport, $4+ million disappear back. They're not confirming. Name for confirmer. Inside the airport, $4 million. Well, of course, Alexa phone put up at the Leons, 41 billion Leons. Then they done back $1.4 billion, not traced. $1 million, $1.4 million, not traced. They never for tracer from the airports. They're not tracer. Then 27 billion illegal waiver. When they say now illegal waiver them, they waive people that not travel, not pay this, not pay that. Over 27 billion, $2-point-something million. Then 6.1 billion in arrears from PRA and NMA omitted. This then omits this from the records. 6 billion Leons when a $6 million landy. In order to record, they never for no side pass, I not pass. NMA, National Mining Agency, all of them one in the. Then 83.24 billion Leons when they back now $8.2 million underreported by NatCom. NatCom, $8 million. Yang no report there under reporter. Then they done back 8.9 billion. No receipt from NatCom. 8.9 billion Leons, $8 million back. No receipt. Then approximately 670,000 losses from diplomatic missions. All the embassies, them, $670,000 disappear. Yen. Guys, this is just a breakdown. Brother can do the thing there. It's easy for us to just come and analyze these things. But think about the repercussions on our people. Think about the sufferings on Sierra Leoneans. I want you guys to reflect on that. Think about everything we can do with them money with the lost our country. Think about all of that. Let's reflect, Sierra Leoneans. We get a moral responsibility to ask ourselves these fundamental questions. These are the things I'm saying. We all have to get involved in these things. It's too much. Look at the pains of our people. Look how we dilapidated, infrastructure in that country. The road no better, nothing no day. All of these are things where we be concerned about, guys. Why do we have opposition leaders? In an effective country now, outside the opposition serious, all of these people in these parastatals, all the money, they for someone, everybody for coming at the well of parliament. Honorable Chaikoko can use section 86, subsection 2 of the Constitution to bring answers to the people. These guys should do this for we people there. In a serious democracy, these guys should come and answer. They for call, they for someone, the people, they for come answer how the money pass. Look at this. Look at this. All the money with a loss. I want you guys to look at the expenditure. Look at, in 10 years of the APC, cement was at 40,000 leons. Today it's 130,000 leons. Rice now be 200,000. Today is 600,000. Dollar na 730,000. Today na 1.8 million, almost 2 million leons for dollar. $1. Petrol now be 6,000. Today is 20,000. It's plus more because people have to buy Jebu price sometimes. EDSA, people they buy 1,000 today, now na 3,000, if not more. Guys, this is why in a serious country where you get serious opposition, when you look at this Auditor's General Report, the leaders of the opposition, and we call Honorable Cherikuko because he's APC, he is the leader of the opposition, if for salvage we country in resources, now in responsibility for protect Sierra Leoneans them. And if for someone and call all the leaders of them parastatals there, who side their money they are so lost, if for ask Abbas Bundu using section 86.2, 20% of members of parliament then can write a letter say we want for someone, and the speaker shall within 14 days honor that call they will make. But look at what is happening in our country. When you look at the Auditor's General Report with the breakdown that our brother gave us here, look at this. All these monies that are gone missing. 1.9 trillion, which is almost $200 million, disappear. But guys, look at our people that are sick in Sierra Leone. Look at this. Look at these people. They don't get help. They want help. Look at this.
My name is Stevie Mustafa Sise. Of course, you're a 33-year-old guy, very young guy. I come make this video on behalf of me and my family. I got this yard problem. This yard problem, where I go do the scan, I go do the scan at Churcham. They tell me say results come out, results they say I get eye cancer. And eye cancer in this country, everybody knows say for now we know the treat eye cancer in this country. According to they say East Africa and Ghana, no more recommended with cancer treatment. So now the big problem don't count now and the money where I ask how much money, but they say now $5,000. The $5,000 is a salon money now almost 60 to something million. The unfortunate and sad part of it, for now, me and my family not even afford that money. Now I make the video. Whosoever is church, would I get papa because I got a daughter, would I get papa. without get brother, without get uncle, without get family. Please, whosoever, whatever location, whosoever you there, whatever what they do, and they make this public video for free on behalf of everybody for where they help me for do this Ghana trip. They say it cost $5,000. So our humanitarian people, everybody both home and abroad work they help me. I'm a young man, and according to the doctor, they only give me less than 2 months. Otherwise, I will lose my life. Say because the swelling of the eye will continue. When it's transferred on the other eye, it mug my brain, we go lead to death. And so I'm too young for that. What I believe, what God not able to do, not exist. What God can't do does not exist. And everything I need up to them, they keep me. And also they send this message.
Oh, thank you. I mean, who are the person we pass away again? Which one of them?
Cisse with the eye problem.
Oh man, the guy with the eye,
the
cancer.
guy, and right with the cancer, the eye cancer, and he left a PQ named Bridget. I think Bridget is like 3 years old or so. Yeah, he got passed away in McKinney, and he gets a young wife when a student. Where he says, just get the money. We say, we can go start a business, do something, and then we take care of Bridget in school, pay school fees for Bridget for a whole year, and we let her know, say, if Bridget do well in school, we will continue to pay school fees, but we want to see results. So that's
family. Then when I see this woman, her name Auntie Nasu, Nati Conquer Ede. Now in breast, they ask this breast, it don't ask more than 2 years. It don't ask, we don't pass with her, say, no way, we're not able to get solution it. So now, it bleed through in breast. This problem, it don't worst. And we know they, for let this problem solve it. So if anybody get way, let it help we ask for help. Now, she conquer Ede, and in name Auntie Nasu, na me your auntie. Me ready send this voice me na my name Alfred Senesi. So please.
Somebody want to reach you now. How you contact go use to reach you now?
Well, you go call me line. When na 033 922 357 or 074 002527. Na Tikonko we dey. The person go can Tikonko Chiefdom, na Tikonko town, 10 BD East Road. Na dey we dey. So now this woman, it is seriously suffer. I beg we dey beg. If anybody get way for let him help, let him help.
Make it help. I mean, losses in life.
When you look at the Auditor's General report with the breakdown that our brother gave us here, look at this. All these monies that are gone missing. 1.9 trillion, which is almost $200 million, disappear. But guys, look at our people that are sick in Sierra Leone.
It don't worst.
But then let's look at the money that where they disappear. Look at the money where they disappear from the Auditor General report. The Auditor General, we're not a legal Auditor General, right? But look at the amount of money that is disappearing, but we cannot even provide care for these people. Can you imagine this, guys? Matter of fact, look at this other woman. She was struggling and suffering, and I don't know if this lady is alive. If you guys can cut some of these clips for me, share with people. Watch this lady. She was struggling. I don't know if she's alive.
I mean, I used to Kamara. We resident in Juba, Momo Drive, Juba. In a nurse, but I don't get this problem till then I woke up and go for work. Now in the bike, the chain cuts, the somersault with me. Go hit me in one big stone. This big stone now a result of spine injury. I admit in an emergency, I did it for 3 weeks. emergency dem say dem no go able make case, so dem refer me na Connaught. Connaught sef dem try the level, the surgeon dem sef tell me say the case dem no go able anaya unless if I get family dem wey get money wey for support me. I been feel say na joke, but when I discharge I try for see another surgeon dem na different hospitals dem. The same story dem tell me say the spine get don dislocate, wey me L4 and L5 don dislocate, and now e don become as a result of my hip back don begin affected. And the 3 years this I no dey able to put the sole of my foot na go for waka. I no dey able to snap straight, I no able to sit down for long, I no able to snap for long, I no able to lay down for long. Either I able waka for long. I dey beg una for the sake of God. Me na a single parent with 2 girl pikin dem. The big one, if I go second year na college because of this scenario. They don't become dropout. This small one, himself, every day they go for, every day in school for go beg where they deliver for his school fee. So I'm not sorry for me for the sake of God. This is a month of baraka, month of good.
And by the way, this was in February of this year. This woman only suffered for 3 years. Find these guys. When I find this woman, guys, let's find her. Let's see. But let's see if she's going to give a number.
Help me along so far. And pray the worst case enemy no get this campaign market.
Some of them say you forget.
The money varies different countries go inquire. In England they say $22,000. America saves $17,000 beside the ticket. India they say $10,000. The ticket $1,500. Go every $1,500. Who's that many people that kind of money they do? You could help me for the sake of God.
So don't help me again, number. Or try to contact you.
Yeah, my number is 077944560.
So guys, think about that and look at the Auditor's General Report for 2021. I'm not going back to 2020, 2019, 2018. No, I'm just going to stay 2021. $200 million disappear. Ying. Look at all the millions of dollars, guys. Tell me we should not be able to provide adequate healthcare facilities for our people. The Minister of Health, Austin Denby, told us that they budget $9 million every year for critical cases like these. Look at the Auditor's General Report. Look at the amount of money we lost. Tell me, guys. Is this something we should be quiet about? Or for allowing the members of parliament them for cost? They for roll free? The leaders of the opposition they for a roll? If they seek, then get the access? And the citizens will vote them in, will get the power. The people, they suffer like that and they suffer so. I want you guys to reflect on these things, guys. When I look this one, I want to show now all this because, you know, we have to relate these, them money with the lost, not relate until we people, boy, Africa. What is wrong with us as Africans?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. David Elkadia Koroba from Dania village, Dia Chief Dokodaduku district. And they cry to government, let government help me. And they cry to organization, they let them help me. And they cry to all the Muslims, they let them help me. But I don't see the police on this picture, they don't say that. I don't say this picture, this sick, I the mother, and they don't say that. Most make I send her back today. From what I send them picture there, today, and then see nobody where they see and they help. They see because if I don't send paper, a number. So if you person want call me, talk to me, want do anything, want call me. Be online 033 442191. 033 44 21 91. And WhatsApp line that day. So if you post one help me back money issue, like your tell number. If you call me, this is the brother number. If you call me 078, yeah, tell money 078 212 699 078 21 26 99. So if you post one call me, if you post one send for me any about if you send her for me by that number. So if you post one help like this money issue, so back there one help, but money don't do. For back for me do wow, you start this right now pass code here to me. That code I get life. Because this week when we pass so, we don't share for that and that. This morning we pass so, we share for that and it. But still, I don't die. We are we face also, but still there. So we are not seeing the condition. That after say like that, this is the brother gets their life. That you are 10 money. So Assalam.
Guys, these are all recent videos because I have tons of them. These are recent videos. As Africans, Salon people, at some point, it has to get to a point, you know, revolutions are not born for nothing. You see, in 1979, when Ghana, John Jerry Rawlings seeing people, for the very first time, he started traveling Ghana into the provinces. It saw the sufferings of the people. It saw the kinds of water they were drinking. It saw the lack of infrastructural development in that part of the country. He said, no, as a young pilot, when he came back, he said, enough is enough. I'm going to do something for my people. Ghanaians said, the kind of Sierra Leone for can buy paste. It was happening. You know why Ghana is thriving today? It's because John Jerry Rawlings did the right thing to save his people. Guys, we should not tolerate this in Africa. You look at what is happening in Dubai. Population of almost 3 million, 2.8 of those, 2.7 of those million people, now foreigners, the way they work for the Dubai, the National, the Qatar, all of these people. We see these things. Guys, let's be factual. Let's be real. These people don't deserve to suffer like this, bro. Why do we have government? I want you guys to listen to this. This guy, they talk very fast, but I want you guys to listen to this.
The head of state
He speaks very fast, but listen to this. I want you guys to listen to this.
Is there a current head of state that you admire right now that you respect?
Absolutely. The head of state of Dubai, the Sheikh of Dubai and United Arab Emirates is absolutely and utterly hands down the best leader. His vision is unprecedented. They built this idea of creating a city for the world, and that's exactly what they've created. 80% of the population immigrants. No crime. You can leave your door unlocked, leave your car on. It's truly like a unique city. It's almost like Zion. It's escaped the cesspit. Everybody respects the law and everybody respects the leadership. The leadership of Dubai walk through the mall. You'll see the king walk through the malls, drive his car, no big deal. He doesn't have to hide from his people like all the Western politicians. He doesn't need to hide behind guards. He's respected and loved by absolutely everybody. Guy's a complete genius. And the fact that he planned all of this and pulled it all off is unprecedented. It's truly incredible.
And guys, I totally understand Dubai has a totally different kind of system, right? But it's working for them. We have the best system. We have a democracy where it should work for everybody. But look at the sufferings of our people. Look at these young guys. Look at this. Young energetic man.
Good morning, good
afternoon. And then
afternoon.
the UAE president be able to tell you about human capital development. But look at these guys, young people like these.
Good evening.
It's not past 8 o'clock, so man.
Service Akampa sample survey na Memorial Village by Saman Bendugu. I meet this young man
They suffer from a health issue. This young man, since I come, when the pain, the grab panam, the whole villages, the whole people that were in a village, they need able to sleep. And during the daytime, they one and they left now. So this young man meets me, and he gets something for say.
And yeah, Yusuf Mara, and I'm tell this man say that you don't need sell for all man. Nobody will see this, say sorry for me. So this now is not very difficult because they don't get me go but put sign at hospital, chance not again. They don't talk and say pass scanner. They don't fall in away then they can, they don't go prove and only split, they say pass scanner. So now money not again for go family don't tire, money we don't go, but we don't do, money don't do. So nothing not again. For now, I'm wreck for myself. So this man meets me at the strain, he's sorry for me, he looked to me condition. Tell me as well, no problem. You do me less enough. For no more, sometimes we could get a chance. Somebody could more sorry for me. Anybody is sorry for me, not a chance like God bless her. So I pray God for all man. Anybody will see me there, sorry for me, from there for put me for this problem. Yeah, super scanner. Only again for good.
Yeah, and this one to that, this now the small one, Yusuf Mara, me and Mohamed Mara. They are the car, they don't talk them. They don't come meet me. This boy are waiting get this accident. And we try for women as the students. If they try for we don't go get this accident. We don't take we don't go to Freetown. We don't go to Kunos Hospital. We don't go to Church Round. EcoMed. They don't go prove as a fast. They go do the operation. With an account and I go able to make a grab again. Because this in background, a seat 3 sides, this in future, one broke, this one seat. So they say pass to go with Ankana. Money not again. There, we send this one to any good organization. Any good Sorat person, any good Papa government, let put hand on this boy for no more here to will come back and in position. They are with the victim all the people there. And
so
thanks
now,
to all.
Even for wet and able wet, pass on with this katata, but I able wet. So they the money right now.
Okay. Guys, is this the kind of country that we want? Is this what we want? Hey, bro, this is not below talk 2, guys. This not for happen. Should not enough for happen again, bro. In 2022, for a country that can boast of every mineral resources in the world. 2022, this they happen. You look at the Auditor General report. Look at what is happening in Sierra Leone, man. Look at the amount of money that is being stolen, guys. Guys, look at the amount of money that is going missing. Hey, bro. This is not fair. This is not fair.
Steven don't die. Steven C said that's his name. He don't pass away.
I appreciate that
months
feedback.
ago.
I definitely appreciate that feedback. It's so sad to know that that brother passed away. That's very, very
pathetic. He did. I know.
You know,
it's very sad.
Yeah,
it's very sad. You know, for the first century, people are suffering for minor things. You know, bleeding, hemorrhage, everything. It's just sad. It's just sad. But thank you so much for your efforts, your love, and everything you do. Okay.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
All right.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Guys. Anyways, everybody. Oh my God. You know, it's so sad, guys. It's terrible. It's terrible.